Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss Paulina Porizkova, the beautiful Czech-born supermodel, actress and author who has gained international recognition for her work in the fashion industry. She was born on April 9, 1965 in Prostějov, Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic, and was raised in Sweden. Porizkova began her modeling career at a young age and quickly gained recognition for her striking looks and distinctive style. She has worked with top fashion brands such as Chanel, Calvin Klein, and Estée Lauder, and has appeared on the covers of numerous magazines. In addition to her work in the fashion industry, Porizkova is also known for her acting and writing career. She made her acting debut in the film Anna in 1987 and has appeared in a number of other films and TV shows, including her Alibi, New Kids on the Block, Hanging Dough Live, and The Apprentice. She has also written several books, including a memoir titled A Model Summer and a novel called A Tale of Two Sisters. Porizkova has recently received, and previously as well, numerous accolades for her work in the fashion industry, including the Model of the Year award at the Fashion Awards in 1984 and the Supermodel of the Year award at the VH1 Vogue Fashion Awards in 1995. She has also been named one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world by People magazine. Porizkova was left in the care of her maternal grandmother after her parents fled to Sweden to escape the Warsaw Pact invasion. Czechoslovak authorities would not allow her parents to reclaim her, and the ensuing battle was widely publicized in the Swedish press. When Porizkova was 7, her pregnant mother returned to Czechoslovakia by a fake passport in an attempt to rescue her. After the attempt failed, her mother was briefly detained by the national police and then placed under house arrest with her family. In 1973, international political pressure led by Olof Palme caused the communist government to allow the Porizek family to be reunited. Porizkova's parents divorced after her father had an affair. She and her father, who refused to pay child support for his children, have been estranged since her youth. Her mother, a midwife, remarried at least twice, and as of 2010 was reported to be serving in the Peace Corps in Uganda. Porizkova shared the photo that got her attention of modeling scout John Casablancas. She was 13. One of her friends, who wanted to be a makeup artist, painted Porizkova's face along with other friends and sent the photographs to modeling agencies in Paris in the hopes of getting hired. Soon after, a modeling agent called inviting me to Copenhagen to meet the famed model scout John Casablancas. He took one look at me and asked, "Want to go to Paris?" As if I would say no. The rest, as they say, is history, Porizkova shares. She rose to become a top model in Paris during the early 80s, and her fame spread in the United States when she posed in swimwear for Sports Illustrated. In 1984, at 18 years old, she became the first woman from Central Europe to be on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. She appeared again in the cover in 1985. She was the second woman after Christie Brinkley to be featured on the swimsuit issue's front cover in consecutive years, 1984 and 1985. Her first appearance as a model in the magazine was in 1983. She appeared on the cover and inside New York in July 1985. Harper's Bazaar named her one of its 10 most beautiful women in 1992, and American Photo magazine in its first issue declared her to be the model of the 1980s. Porizkova appeared on the covers of numerous magazines around the world during the 80s and 90s, including Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, Self, Cosmopolitan, and Glamour. She has been featured in advertising campaigns for Chanel, Versace, Hermes, Christian Dior, Oscar de la Renta, Mikimoto, Perry Ellis, Laura Biagiotti, Anne Klein, Ellen Tracy, Barney New York, Ann Taylor, Guerlain, and Revlon, and appeared on the runway for Calvin Klein. In 1988, Porizkova won what was then the highest paying modeling contract, a $6 million contract with Estee Lauder, replacing Willow Bay. The black and white television and print advertising campaign won praise from critics. The Estee Lauder makeover transformed Porizkova's public image from a swimsuit model to that of a European sophisticated, and she remained the company's face until 1995. She soon landed another multi-million-dollar contract with Escada. Porizkova was part of the panel of judges on America's Next Top Model, starting on cycle 10, replacing fashion icon Twiggy. Porizkova continued to conduct regular weekly evaluations of participants on the show until she announced during a 12th of May 2009 appearance on The Late Show with Greg Ferguson that she had been fired from the show. Although she maintained she was told by producers that she had an ego problem, especially when she consistently complained about Tyra Banks' reported lateness to the set. ANTM executive producer Ken Mock and Banks released a statement claiming Porizkova's firing was due to the current state of the economy, forcing ANTM to make major budget cuts. Unfortunately, Paulina was a casualty of these cuts. When questioned by ABS News journalist Cynthia McFadden about the firing of Porizkova as well as former ANTM colleague Janice Dickinson, both of whom had complained Banks was difficult, Banks refused to address the issue. Porizkova also appeared on Andy Warhol's 15 Minutes. She was a participant on Dancing with the Stars in the spring of 2007, but was voted off on the first result show, which aired on 27th of March 2007. In 2009 and 2010, she played Clarissa on about 5 episodes of the CBS daytime soap opera As the World Turns. Porizkova appeared in the 4th episode of Celebrity Ghost Stories' 2nd season as well. Porizkova's film debut was in 1983, modeling mockumentary portfolio. She appeared in the 1987 film Anna. In 1989, she co-starred with Tom Selleck in the film Her Alibi. She was nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actress for her appearance, even though many people disagreed with this decision. Porizkova appeared in Emir Kusturica's 1993 film Arizona Dream with Johnny Depp and Jerry Lewis in a minor role as Louis' young Polish fiancé. She had the main female role in the 1998 film Thursday. She also wrote and directed the 2001 film Roommates. She also starred in the 2001 thriller film Dark Asylum alongside Judd Nelson. In 2004, she starred in the romantic comedy Knots. She also appeared in an episode of the Starz comedy series Head Case, which aired on 24th of April 2009. She appeared in the 6th season episode of Desperate Housewives Chromoleum No. 7 alongside model Heidi Klum, as well as on the ABS family drama comedy series Jane by Design in an episode which aired in 2012 and made a guest appearance on The Mysteries of Laura in February 2015. Porizkova has also co-authored a children's book, The Adventures of Ralphie The Roach, with British model Joan Russell and illustrated by her stepson Adam Okasek, that was published in September 1992. She published her first novel, A Model's Summer, in Swedish in 2007, which is about a 15-year-old Swedish girl, Jirina, chosen by a modeling agent to spend a summer working in Paris in 1980s. Porizkova is a blogger for Modelinia and The Huffington Post. Her personal life holds, and she has many interesting notes to her character. She holds a dual Swedish and US citizenship. In 1984, she met Rick Ocasek, lead singer of the rock band The Cars. During the filming of The Cars music video Drive, the two married on the 23rd August 1989. They had two sons, Jonathan Raven Ocasek and Oliver Ocasek. In May 2018, Porizkova announced she and Ocasek had separated a year earlier. In September 2019, while caring for Okasek's following an unspecified surgery, Porizkova found him dead in his home. At the time of his death, they were still in the process of their divorce, though he had disinherited her as well as his two eldest sons in a new will, alleging that before his recent surgery she had abandoned him, a legally significant term. In 2021, her dispute with Okasek's estate was settled. Porizkova commented, "They gave me what is mine under New York state law and we're done." In 2021, Porizkova briefly dated screenwriter Aaron Sorkin. In America Made Me a Feminist, an article she wrote for the New York Times in 2007, Porizkova stated that she considered herself as being true feminist. In a US magazine article, Paulina Porizkova is praising Sarah Jessica Parker for embracing her natural beauty. The 56-year-old took to Instagram on Wednesday, November 10th to dedicate a post to Parker. Porizkova shared a selfie alongside a photo of the "And Just Like That" star rocking a bare face and grace. "I've been seeing photos of Sarah Jessica Parker in the media, and every time I think, oh, thank you," she wrote in the accompanying caption. "Someone who is my age, who looks like me," she continued. "I see my lines and droops and silver roots mirrored and I love it. Representation. She makes me feel like I'm not a freak for aging because fashionable, beautiful, stylish her is doing it too, and she looks amazing." At the time of writing, Sarah Jessica Parker has yet to respond to the Instagram post, but other celebrities and fans have also issued praise. Auntie McDowell commented, "Both gorgeous, more beautiful because of time, just like men and fine wine." Porizkova's post comes just days after Parker spoke out about ageist criticism directed towards the Sex and the City cast regarding their looks. There's so much misogynist chatter in response to us that would never happen about a man, the actress told Vogue. "Everyone has something to say," she continued. "She has too many wrinkles, she doesn't have enough wrinkles. It almost feels as if people don't want us to be perfectly okay with where we are, as if they almost enjoy us being pained by who we are today, whether we choose to age naturally and not look perfect, or whether you do something if that makes you feel better. I know what I look like, I have no choice. What I am going to do about it? Stop aging? Disappear?" Parker is not alone. Days prior to Porizkova's post dedicated to Sarah Jessica Parker, the former supermodel got open and honest about her struggle with ageism as part of Style Like You's Defying Ageism series. "I would write something about being 52 or 53 and looking like this, and people would comment, 'Well, big F deal.' "J-Lo is a lot better looking than you and she's only like 2 years younger," said the former Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. She also revealed that around the age of 45, she noticed a shift in how people responded to photos of her in lingerie or bikinis. "All of a sudden, I started getting an influx of, 'Are you a little desperate there, Grandma? How about you cover up and spare us the look of your poor aging body?' But for every internet throw, there is a fan listening with open ears." In response to Porizkova's video, the model's followers flocked to the comments section to praise her for her authenticity. "Smart, stunning, and so relatable." One person wrote, "Every woman should hear this. Thank you for your honesty." Paulina is no stranger to bearing it all on social media. She regularly keeps it real on Instagram, dishing on topics like not using filters and ageism, all while sprinkling in the occasional bikini photo. And recently she posted a beautiful makeup-free and seemingly topless selfie to remind us all that aging is something to be proud of. In the photo, Porizkova poses with tousled hair and an unfiltered, unretouched complexion with hashtags like "Grey Pride," "Bare Face," and "Truth" to get her message about aging across. A tired but very content 57-year-old woman early in the morning with nothing to hide, even though now, when my face and body reflect the full experience and character of my life, I'm told I should be ashamed of it, the former supermodel wrote. Aging is not a disease, it should be celebrated for what it is: growth and change. Her followers were inspired by her photo and words of wisdom. "Thanks for promoting aging as something we should all celebrate," one fan wrote. "You are an inspiration in how to age gracefully and wisely," another added. "Thank you for your raw, authentic posts," another wrote. "Beautiful as you are, aging is a privilege." Porizkova continues to be a shining example of self-acceptance and is known to call out anti-aging culture on social media with powerful messages. "Combat age, reverse aging, rejuvenate anti-age. None of this is possible, yet if you do an internet search on aging, this is what you'll get: pills, potions, and workouts to fight the aging process," she wrote in a previous Instagram post. "You know what the only way to stop aging is? Dying." She even created a full-blown old and ugly movement which empowered hundreds of women and even sparkled Lisa Rinna to pose nude, to own her old and ugly, to embrace their age and beauty by sharing photos of themselves on social media with the hashtag, calling out ageism shaming in the process. "We get more beautiful with age," Porizkova wrote in the post which became the movement. "There is no such thing as ugly and old, only short-sighted and ignorant." Porizkova is always reminding us that it's okay to age on our own terms by sharing candid photos and honest words, and for that we are grateful. She is a woman in the spotlight. She had had her fair share of unsolicited advice about tweaking and infantilizing her appearance. She once called out a plastic surgeon for highlighting the parts of her face that needed fixing. As time passes, the pressure to conform builds, but the former supermodel feels strongly about not eliminating her age with injectables. "I just want a little subtle help. I don't want any drastic stuff. I don't want to eliminate my age. I just want to look as good as I can given the limitations," she recently told Women's Wear Daily. That non-invasive help includes oxygen facials, laser facials, and face yoga, among other treatments, she said. None of that is to say she thinks poorly of people who choose the Botox road. She said some people look wonderful with it, but the risk of losing certain facial expressions keeps her from trying it out. "I really like the fact that I can have a conversation with you and I can react to what you say and you will know exactly what I think," she said. "I don't have to use an entire paragraph of words because you can be like, oh, you didn't like that, it's clearly visible on my face. And I feel like is not that faces are for to communicate. The communication thing to me is more important than looking beautiful at this point, so I don't want to take that away. On the flip side, Porizkova calls out the double standard around getting work done. Women aren't allowed to age, but they are also criticized or interrogated about the procedures they undergo. If you say that you have had something done, guess what your calling card? It's like Jane Fonda notoriously admitted to her facelift, and she goes on an interview for a movie and the first thing they're asking her about is her facelift, Porizkova explained. Then they make such a big deal out of it. I get it both ways and I can only do what is right for me. As for her own critics and online trolls like those who say she's too old to wear bikini, unlike most others who would block and delete their comments, she's happy to engage and find common ground. That's how change is made after all. If I was sitting with this person in a room and she said this to me, how would I reply? I mean, I wouldn't just walk out the door, she said. It's not even reason with them, but I would try to figure out where it's coming from. That spurs me on to then write posts about other things, and that's why her supporters love her. Because modeling valued her youth, Porizkova finds it difficult to be proud of. It was a lucky accident. I'm blessed, I'm grateful, very grateful for having been able to do it, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do with my life, she explained. However, at 57, she is realizing that she can use her skills to provide aging representation on the runway. For example, she told Shriver that she was recently asked to model at a small summit fashion show. She initially thought she would be speaking and was let down when her modeling services were automatically expected. But then after she performed, she noticed all of the women her age in the audience giving her a standing ovation. What I was hearing from them was, thank you for making us look good, thank you for making us look pertinent, for making us look beautiful, for making us relevant, she recalled. And for the first time in my life, I took a measure of joy in modeling and thinking, oh, this is that weird thing of leading by example that never ever dawned on me, and it is so much more powerful now. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe and comment down below what you thought of this video and what your thoughts on aging are. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.